Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another ultimate review. In today's episode, I'm going to give you the review of the boAt Nirvana 515 ANC. So this is boAt's first Bluetooth earphone with active noise cancellation, or ANC for short. So before I give you my verdict on how it sounds and how the ANC works and is it useful, let me go over the build and some of the features. So in terms of build, it's got the usual neckband design, nothing extraordinary. It's got a matte silicone finish with plastic ends with the boAt logo on both sides. Now on the right hand side of the neckband, you have your multifunction controls. So the usual, the volume rockers, which also double as the track skipping buttons, and the play pause button at the center, which also doubles as the power on and off button. Now on the outside of the right module, you have your micro USB port for charging this, which is tucked away under a lid. And on the opposite end, on the inside of the right module of the neckband, you have a very small button. Now this is the ANC button. So long pressing this for 2 seconds will activate ANC. Long pressing it again will deactivate ANC. Now I wish this had some kind of marker because, visually it is very difficult to locate at times, but when you get the feel of it, it's kind of intuitive, so you get used to it and then it works fine. Now the earphones themselves, they try to make it as ergonomic as possible. I would suggest you get the right sized ear tip, which they provide you with. Choose the one that suits you the best and you'll get the best fit that way. And you've got these small ear fins as well so that they fit securely in your ear. Now these earphones are also IPX5 water and dust resistant. So if you're planning to use this in the gym when you're sweating or in some light rain, it should be fine. So these pack 12mm drivers inside, which are a bit above average because most earphones pack 9 or 10mm drivers inside. Now let's talk about ANC. What is it? So active noise cancellation is different from passive noise cancellation. What ANC does is it uses the microphone of your earphones themselves to analyze the noise that is coming in from your ambience or your environment. So these are treated as frequencies, as all sound is. So it analyzes that and it produces a reverse waveform or frequency to that of which is coming in to cancel it out. So it's like a plus minus, end result is 0. So most earphones which have ANC are very expensive. Take for example Bose or Sennheiser or Sony. So the minimum would be 15,000 rupees and it goes up over 30,000 rupees. So for boAt to provide this under 3,000 rupees is pretty neat. So the ANC is at your service whenever you need it. It is mostly prevalent. I mean, if you want to get a taste of how it works, best thing would be to turn on the earphones, put in the earbuds and just turn on ANC without playing any music. So when you first put them on, you can hear a bit of your ambience, a lot of it actually. As soon as you turn it on, it cuts it off and there is a weird kind of pressure on your eardrum. It's kind of disturbing if you're not playing any music because I find it quite irritating. But that's how you know it works. Now while playing music, if you're playing music at a low volume and you turn on ANC, that is when you can actually make out a difference that the outside noise has been cut out. But if you're listening to music at 100% volume, chances are no outside noise is anyway going to be able to penetrate your ears. So that'll be, you won't be able to make out the difference if ANC is actually working or not. So ideally, if you're traveling by public transport or you're in an environment which is quite noisy and you're listening to music at a low volume where the outside noise is disturbing you, turn on ANC and it will make a difference. But anything above medium volume where the music is quite loud, you won't be able to make out the difference. At least I couldn't, whether when ANC was working and when it wasn't. So there's that. Now let's come to the sound. How good do these earphones sound? Well, in my opinion, they sound quite good. So the highs on this are very clear, quite crisp, and they don't distort at max volume. At least in my testing thus far, I did not find them to distort or crackle. and they weren't too harsh on my ears as well. So they weren't over processed. So highs were good. Now mids, or where the vocals are good. The vocals sounded clear, they've got clarity, but I wish there was a bit more separation between the mids or the vocals from the highs and the lows. They get kind of a bit mixed at times, and I wish there was a bit more separation between these frequencies. But that doesn't mean the vocals sound bad. The vocals sound good. They've got a natural tone to it, not over processed, not too bright. But like I said, a bit more separation would have been preferred. Now coming to the lows. Now boAt has been known for giving you very good lows on their wired earphones. This as well does not disappoint. The bass is good, it's got the thump, it produces good, nice round lows, and even at max volume, the lows don't distort. So it gives you a pretty decent sound experience, whether it's songs or bass heavy music. It's good. Whether it's good for a bass head or not, that is subjective, but just to let you know, it's got bass, it's thumpy, and it sounds good. So overall, I would give the sound a solid 3.8 to 4 out of 5. It's definitely good considering the price point as well. And to include active noise cancellation at this price point is a major win. Don't confuse ANC with passive noise cancellation. There's a difference between active and passive noise cancellation. So I just explained to you what active noise cancellation is. It actually analyzes the sound and produces a frequency in the reverse frequency or waveform to cancel that sound. Now that is actively monitoring the sound and doing that. Passive noise cancellation is as simple as, say you have any headphones which cover your ear or normal in-ear earphones. So as soon as you place them inside your ear canal, or if you have a headphone that covers your ear, it forms a barrier, right, from the outside environment, and it definitely cuts out a bit of noise. So that is passive noise cancellation. So any earphone could claim to have passive noise cancellation. So don't confuse that. I mean, even if I put my hands like this on my ear, it's cutting out a bit of the noise from the ambience. So that's passive noise cancellation. So it's good for you to know the difference. Now they claim to have, they don't mention how much battery they are packing inside this, but they claim that 9 hours without ANC and 7 hours of playback with ANC. But this is not at 100% volume. I'm guessing this is around 60 to 70% volume, which is loud enough, I'm sure, for most. But if you listen to it at 100% volume with ANC, I think that'll come down to maybe 4 hours or so of continuous playback. Either way, guys, I would recommend this, especially if you want active noise cancellation ones. You can't get it cheaper than what boAt is offering on the Nirvana 515 ANC. It gets really expensive from any other band. But like I said, you'll only know the difference if you're playing the music or song at low volume and then use ANC. You can make out the difference. Otherwise, it's useless. I mean, your music is so loud, your ambient noise will not make a difference. Be very careful, guys, because it does block out even more noise with ANC. Do not wear them when you're walking on the road, crossing the street. It could be dangerous. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Anyway, guys, the link to this is in the description below. If you're interested to buy this, I would really appreciate if you use the link in the description. It will help me run this channel. I can produce more and more content just for you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hit like on the way out, subscribe to Purecast 9, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.